Hi everyone, Dr. Hanisha here, and for today's Medical Monday, I'm going to be talking about why I'm no longer vegan. But before I get into that, I wanted to remind you all that my podcast is on Apple Podcasts and Spotify, and now I'm also going to be putting these Medical Mondays on there as well. So if you don't have time to watch these videos, you can listen to them through any streaming service, really, like Apple Podcasts or Spotify. They'll all have them. Or you could watch the video versions of the entire podcast, or of course these series, on YouTube as well. So make sure to subscribe so you get the latest information. So next week's episode is actually really exciting. It's all about men's health, and I talked to Dr. Michael Moeller, who's an expert in men's health, and we talk all things testosterone, all things men, and what men can do to optimize their own health, right? So so definitely make sure to subscribe so that you're the first to get that episode. All right, let's get into it. Why I'm no longer vegan. So I want to start by saying that I was born and raised a vegetarian. And then when I was in college, I went vegan thinking that it would help my health and I would feel better, but it didn't really do anything for me. And it wasn't until medical school where we learned condition-based nutrition that I learned from my particular condition of Hashimoto's hypothyroidism that I would actually do better if I was consuming meat and seafood products. And so because I was raised a vegetarian, it was really difficult for me to make that change. And then even after knowing that, I continued to go vegetarian, and then I actually started learning a little bit more about Ayurvedic medicine. Ayurvedic medicine said, or ancient Indian medicine, it said that with my constitution, I should be eating meat. And then I learned a little bit more about the blood type diet, and lo and behold, with that, I learned that people with my blood type do better with meat and seafood. So pretty much everything was aligning for myself personally and saying how I should be eating meat. And even after knowing all this information, it took me about 2 years to finally start to incorporate meat and seafood into my diet because I love animals so much, and it was such a hard shift for me to make. But I felt like I needed to do it for my health, and that's why I did it. So that means that no, I'm not eating fried chicken and steak all the time now, because of course that's not healthy. And the reality is most meat in America is just so heavily processed and absolute trash that it's definitely not healthy. And this is why so many people do better on a vegan diet if they've been consuming meat their entire lives. So just switching from your meat products can be extremely beneficial in general. For me personally, I make sure to get my meat from locally sourced farmers, and I know these farmers. I know that they're raising these animals humanely. They're being fed grass like they should be. They have a free range to walk around. They are not injecting them with antibiotics and hormones. So they're at the healthiest that they can possibly be. So anytime I consume this meat now, I just express gratitude for these animals for providing me with the nutrients that I need to optimize my own health. So that's a little bit of information on why I no longer am vegan. But I want to mention, I feel like it's really important to mention how individualized diet can be. So maybe going vegan for you is the right move, or maybe eating meat or switching over is the right move for you. It really just depends. And I think it was really helpful to have a naturopathic doctor who kind of streamlined all of these fad diets. So working with someone like myself who can streamline it and be like, okay, what diet works for you and your individual unique needs? Because there are definitely some people who would benefit from a vegan diet, and I would recommend going vegan for some people. So I think it's important to be aware of that and work with someone so that you know what's actually ideal for your health. Okay, that's all I got for you all today. I really hope I don't get any hate mail because really I'm just sharing my truth and my personal experiences and my medical knowledge on nutrition and our human bodies and how they work. So I hope you all enjoyed this or learned something from this, and I'm wishing you all Mahan or great health and happiness, and I'll see you next time.